My honest take on the job market, the demand of the senior versus junior roles, and salary ranges. We'll cover everything here. The current job market, what I think about it. Honestly, I think demand for senior engineers is increasing and will continue to increase in 2026 and beyond. Startups are moving towards a 1:2 ratio of senior to junior developers. That what we saw, right? Earlier, this used to be 1:4 or even 1:6. So yes, the demand for junior developers has gone down, but it's definitely not zero. And it can't be zero because startups still like hiring juniors. Juniors cost less. Juniors are very expensive. With the right training plus AI tools, they can actually gradually deliver near senior level output at junior cost. So it's a plus. They are usually more hardworking and far more eager to learn. This is my observation, and that's why I think startups still prefer hiring juniors. That said, the demand for seniors, especially AI skilled seniors, will rise. Why? They are real speed enablers. They will create and maintain this AI driven development system. Architecture thinking and design system thinking are critical in a world full of AI generated, like long term unmaintainable code. Like AI is just sometimes give you the slop. And to get the right code from it, that comes up with experience. You have to do code reviews, clear communication. As we see in the software development lifecycle, communication is must, and critical thinking matters a lot. And that comes up with real experience in actual production environments. And most importantly, seniors guide and train juniors. That's why I think it is very important. So, in short, with the advent of AI, demand for both juniors and seniors has reduced overall. But since there was already a shortage of good developers, AI has actually favored seniors more than juniors. Unless we hit true AGI, that's a different topic. But perceived demand for seniors has increased, but demand for juniors has decreased. But there's still ray of hopes for juniors. So you might be thinking like, if I'm a junior, should I just leave the market? What is the point? What is the ray of hopes? What are the ray of hopes for juniors? So let's cover some. And these are not like something made up. You please listen to them carefully and then you decide if these are real hopes or these are like just made up by me. So ray of hope number one, faster junior to senior transition. Now see the magic. With AI, the journey from junior to senior has compressed massively. If you join the right company, one that uses AI properly, not just to generate code in any way, but they brainstorm patterns, they understand tech trade-offs, they discuss architecture decisions. You have to be thoughtful about joining that particular company. And if you actively ask seniors why things are done in a certain way, you question that, you learn about it, you go to ChatGPT, you ask questions, you can learn in 2 to 3 years what traditionally took those seniors 8 to 10 years. Let's be honest, many seniors wasted their first few years doing very basic syntax like CRUD work, basic screens, HTML and all. And then they stopped learning. But if you avoid that trap, you can surpass them. And if you can prove it that you can deliver to that level, it also means similar pay. So what they were able to achieve in 8 to 10 years, you can do it in 2 to 3 years if you can prove it. That was ray of hope number one. Ray of hope number two. The bar is higher, but reality is still weak. This any person who is in the industry can confirm and tell you. Yes, the barrier to entry is increased, but when I interview developers myself with 2 to 5 years of experience, how React actually works, like they don't understand it. Basic CSS, JavaScript questions they fail. State management fundamentals they don't know. They don't know about design system at all. Critical thinking, like they have very poor communication skills sometimes. I'm not saying everyone, but many of them suffer at this point. And this is a must, as we have seen. So on ground reality, there's still a huge gap you can exploit if you are serious. The biggest one is globalization plus remote work. Remote work has completely changed the game, especially for countries like India. I know I'm biased. Because of purchasing power parity, you can actually cost less than international developers. Think about it once. But deliver equal or better quality. And just to be clear, I'm not saying accept low pay or get exploited by the West. I'm saying upskill at hard skills, upskill at soft skills. By soft skills, especially clear English communication and confidence. And then you can charge close to global rates. For example, a junior developer in the West, like in USA, might cost like 50K to 70K dollars a year. Like that comes around 45 to 63 lakhs. If you can prove you are operating at a senior level, even with a junior title, you can at least charge the same as their junior, right? Which we found is 45 to 63 lakhs. That's a win for them and a massive win for you. Final and most important point, my honest advice. By these numbers, you might get fascinated, but if you have any other option, something you are generally interested in, like a family business, content creation, agriculture, or anything else, like if you still have doubts, then pursue that seriously. And this is not a sarcasm, I'm not saying it in any sarcastic way. And consider avoiding front end and software development for now. It isn't the easiest path anymore. I just want to make sure that this gets into your head. This isn't sarcasm. This is the advice from an older brother. The future is uncertain and the bar has definitely gone up. You won't even crack your first job unless you're ready to go on it. The era of mediocrity is over. I mean, I don't think so. There are any more benches. No more waiting for projects. No, it's just couches at your home because you didn't get hired. This may sound harsh, and I'm so sorry, but it's a reality. And forget juniors. Even seniors will struggle if they don't upgrade. I can lose my job tomorrow. Years of experience on paper mean nothing if you can't prove your value. That's sad. If you have bills to pay, or you have already started your front end journey and already invested a significant amount of time and money into it, or you don't have any other option right now, keep pushing. Because with AI and the right environment, the junior to senior journey is no longer 7 to 8 years. With the right startup, real projects, and visible proof of work via content, your GitHub projects, your online content, you can get paid like a senior in just a couple of years. And that's the opportunity. Last but not the least, the section you all have been waiting for is the salary ranges. Now, the salary ranges of senior versus junior roles in India in 2026. Important disclaimer, everything I'm about to share is based purely on my personal observation. What I see people around me getting paid, my view, not data from reports or studies. Okay, so just take it with a pinch of salt. So, what about salary ranges? First, I've divided into three parts: juniors with 1 to 5 years of experience, seniors 5 to 10 years of experience. The new role I was talking about, AI system creators plus stream trainers, is a new role. We'll talk about it. Next, juniors. Entry level, I think 3 to 5 lakhs per annum. My suggestion is go towards the companies which are using AI right. Next is for SD1, SD2 role, you can hit 10 to 25 LPA with just 1 to 5 years of experience. But if you learn the right tools the right way. Next is seniors. If you have 5 to 12 years of experience on paper skills, I think 25 LPA is what just is providing. And with real AI plus core skills, you can even charge 75 lakhs per annum. That is the real numbers. I've seen people getting paid even more. Then this AI system creators plus team trainers. Now this is little interesting. It's project based with lower end people who will help you with AI system setup, how to use AI right, also train your team. These roles I think will come up in the future and will help speed up a lot of startups. All the seniors, tech leads, architects might switch to these roles going forward because these would be project specific based, startup based, and lower end would be around 5 lakh. I guess it should be a starting point, and the upper end could be 50 lakh per project. Per project can take maybe a few weeks to few months. And after seeing the salary ranges and breakups, you might feel like I'm being delusional or I'm daydreaming, especially when you compare this with the salary ranges given in online portals or like salary reports. Many of you think, bro, I have 10 plus years of experience. I'm working in an XYZ company. I'm still getting paid 15 to 20 LPA. If that's you, I'll say this very directly. You are most likely underpaid. Not because you're bad, but because one or more of this is true. You are maybe comfortable in your current job. You haven't really upskilled or the how the industry has shifted. You avoid hard conversation, the direct money talk with your managers or your bosses. Or maybe you are in the wrong company, or you are benchmarking yourself against people who are near you. They are also getting paid less, and you feel like, okay, maybe that's the market reality. One more possibility is that I am an exception, or the people I talk to are all exception. And honestly, I don't believe that.